Hey, what's up guys? So for today's video, we're going to have a post-burst protocol replay, aka 300th YCS format. I'm basically starting burst protocol content now, so get ready for it. Anywho, the hands are going to be Droplet, Forbidden Crown, Typhoon, Vision, Chant, and MST against Ketu, Cartesia, Brand Fusion, Albaz, and Phimena. So we have the Radiant Typhoon player going first. So we'll see what he does. You can Vision and draw phase, or you can Chant, or you can play with Chant first and then Vision later. The first one would play around Joel a little bit, and it's fine versus Joel because you can hold it. So yeah, you just go main phase here, I think. But he's going to use it in draw phase, which depending on what you draw, it could be better or worse than the Joel. We don't draw very good, unfortunately. Pitch Droplet, we go Chant, search Eldam. Yeah, Eldam effect. He'll probably search the Crocea now, or searches Meghala. Sorry, yeah, Meghala. Use this, chain MST to add it. So this card can be activated more than once per turn, but you can only use each effect once per turn. So he's going to use the effect to add MST. Then trigger the Meghala, then you can trigger the Vision in the graveyard to reset itself. So Meghala summons the Crocea. Crocea effect can add Elation and add, or he's going to add Swen. Okay, that makes more sense. And then add MST. Okay, special summon Swen. We can grab Elation from the deck. You can just use the Crocea here, I think, and then one of the other guys, depending on what you want to do. We'll see what he does. So he's going to overlay for Bamboozling Gossip Shadow to play around Nibiru. Link off those two. Add MST from graveyard to hand with the new Link 2, which you don't know what the Link 2 does. It can add MST from deck or graveyard. And then you can target 2 face-up monsters on the field, including a Radiant Typhoon, place them in the spell and trap zone, and then if a quick play spell is activated, you can place the Radiant Typhoon continuous trap from deck or graveyard. So we're going to use MST, pop it, and then we're going to trigger the Spirit. You place the trap, so the trap card can shuffle 3 quick plays to draw a card. And then also when MST is activated, you can target one face-up card in the field to get its effects. So that's pretty cool. Also, technically, this effect to set itself is not once per turn, so he could have triggered it again, but he probably doesn't want to because he has all these other cards he wants to set, right? So we're gonna draw Fallen the Virtuous. Okay, yeah. This is the thing with the deck. You have so many cards you want to set. So this is why I cut a certain amount of quick plays from the deck. But we're gonna set 4, then we keep the MSC in hand, which is we're missing out on a negate, but it'd be like that sometimes. He has Phimena, which technically he could have Phimena previously before, but obviously he made Shadow, so he made it awkward. He would to make Albion, but yeah. Brand Fusion, and then we're gonna chain MST, and then chain the Mandate to target the Brand Fusion to negate it. And then on Resolution, we're gonna trigger Meghala because MST was activated. We can summon from the deck. We're gonna chain Fua, which sure we'll give them 1 draw, and yeah, and then we summon Crocea. But we draw Ash, so he might Ash this, so we'll see. And yep, he's gonna Ash that. Okay. So then on res, we're gonna use the trap card to draw, which makes sense. I mean, what are you trying to draw into? Ash Blossom? That'd be crazy, right? Ash. We don't draw an Ash, we draw on a Fallen the Virtuous. So we're gonna Phimena. We're gonna Bamboozling negate that. We get to draw a card. We draw into Sting. This is really it's not that good. I mean, for follow-up, it's really good. Normal summon Albaz, and we can fuse with one of their guys. But obviously, we have Droplet, we have Crown, we have Fallen, the Virtuous. Doesn't matter. Fallen here, which I think using Fallen is fine because the Crown is more flexible. And Fallen replaces itself. So Ketu, add Urgula, and he can technically play, but it's yeah. So we're gonna use Arthalion. Trigger the Urgula, and then we're going to chain Crown to negate the Arthalion. We get to pop the Droplet, and then we get to set Rahu from deck, and we do have a Phimena to add back off the Urgula. So we're going to go Urgula, add back Phimena. Okay. And then we're going to use Rahu, using Phimena and Pan. Okay. Effect. Trigger the Gulamel, pop the Link 2. Yeah, it's weird because he pops a trap card. The Link 2 can trigger to set itself. I mean, you could pop the trap card and then also pop the Link 2 with the Pan. That could be an option. Yeah. I think that was the play. I think that would have been the play, to be honest, but whatever. So in the end phase, we get to trigger the Albion that we send off the Fallen and the Virtuous. Okay. And then pass. So we actually still have a lot of follow up here. Like, we have so many cards, and we just need to beat a Horn and a Flame, which we should be able to. So yeah, let's see. Also, Fallen the Virtuous here, I just want to say, is crazy. Because you can send, like, the Ecclesia Synchro, and then Ecclesia Synchro can also use its Graveyard effect to remove another card. So Fallen the Virtuous is really, really good. They're going to use the Trap card to draw another card. So, and he's thinking, but, I mean, he can technically remove it with, like, Horn, Chain, Gulamel, but that's not really feeling good, right? Also, he knows we have Fallen the Virtuous, so we would just chain Fallen to the Horn, and then they would chain Stiff Flame, and then we would chain the Gulamel, but then we use all of our Disruption. Yeah. So he's going to chain Horn, we're going to chain Fallen. Should have used the Fallen that was set, not the one in hand. And then, yeah, we send the Ecclesia Synchro, and Ecclesia Synchro in the graveyard can target a Fusion and a card in the field, shuffle everything into the deck. So we're going to trigger the Crocea, and we're going to trigger Vortex. You can't trigger both of these in the same chain in the hand. You can't do hand effects like that. But also he has to resolve the trap card too, though. Yeah, he's going to resolve the trap card. So draw, we draw, oh, that's pretty good. Oh, but yeah, just note you can't trigger both, like, two hand effects like that in the same chain. So we're gonna add Division and add an MST, and then the game's just like over, right? Because like MST just kind of counters Flame. We're gonna Vision, they're gonna chain Flame obviously, and then we're just gonna chain MST, and then GG. Yeah, so we saw the grind game for Radiant Typhoon is pretty good. Moving on to game number 2 though, we're going to have Dracotail going first. Hands are going to be Fallen, the White Dragon, Albaz, Joel, Fallen, and 5 mana against Ash, Droplet, Fua, Crown. Wow. Double Fua is a good Yu-Gi-Oh player. So he's going to use Fallen, then Rinbrum. I guess Rinbrum makes sense because you already have Fallen's Virtuous. So that's fair. We're going to chain Fua. We're going to chain Fua again. So double Fua goes crazy. And then we're going to Joel ourselves. So we can actually still do a decent amount under here. We can go with the Ecclesia Synchro, summon Cartesia Fuse. Obviously, we have Ash for that, but yeah. Cartesia, and we're going to Ash that, which is unfortunate, but we're going to pass. We're going to draw Crocea. That was pretty good. That was really, really good. Okay, we're going to go into Chant, effect of Crocea effect. And then obviously, like, when he sends Rinbrum here, you assume the set is Fallen and the Virtuous. For sure. It's Dracotail, like, it's obviously Fallen. But yeah, we're going to add MST. We're going to add the Phoenix. MST, the assumed Fallen. We trade with the Crocea. Trigger the Phoenix on Resolution. And then here, it's like, we have Ash Droplet. It's pretty good. So yeah, LDM effect. LDM, probably add Swen. Yep, Swen. He's gonna add Meghala. Okay. In res, he's gonna Ash that. Rinbrum. Fallen with Albaz from Ecclesia. Okay. Battle phase. That's crazy, but sure. I mean, it doesn't even matter, right? We're gonna do this. I don't know why he didn't go for Swen. It should have just been Swen for sure, but whatever. Yeah, whatever. Yeah. We're gonna use that, summon the Albaz, pitch a card, and then we just get Droplet it. Or actually we just Forbidden Crown it. We just crown it. Yeah, we crown it, and then we should also yeah, we should also on res use the Phoenix to shuffle back the Albaz too, so we should be doing that also. Yeah, we're gonna use the trap card though to draw a card. Draw a card. We draw into Vision. Okay, not bad. We're gonna use Vision, draw 2. We draw a call by. I mean, yeah, this game is just looking over, right? He has so many resources. We're gonna make Doomeagle. Doomeagle able to shuffle back a card from my graveyard. The Albion. And then set the MST, set call by, set crown, and pass. We draw Lucius Return, which unironically is not a terrible draw, but obviously it doesn't beat the setup. So he's going to go normal summon Lucius, effect, add 5 mana. I was gonna say not stopping that is crazy, but like it legit doesn't matter, because like you can just stop the 5 mana too, because you have called by. it's just like the game's over quicker if you Forbidden Crown. So Dracotail ends up losing it. And the Raging Typhoon deck, I mean, honestly, not gonna lie, his hand was kind of lackluster. Only Dracotail card being Katu or Femena, then he can probably like double Sula, which is a bit wonky, but it'd be like that sometimes. But yeah, anywho, I hope you guys did enjoy the first Burst Protocol replay on the channel. Hopefully there's more. Also keep in mind that everyone's still learning the deck, so misplays are gonna happen. It's normal, but we're trying to learn from them. But yeah, anywho, I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to have a great day. Peace.